So fall's finally here, and we started off like we always do, in the great state of Kansas. .45 XML EWA outfitting, winning combination. So on the very last day, now it's Angie's turn, Larry's girlfriend. She's got a .45 XML, and I'm quite confident if one comes out, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
McWhorter Custom Rifles presents
Folks, welcome to a brand new season of precision hunting. This year we're going to start it off like we usually do in one of our favorite big buck states, the state of Kansas. Got our .45 XMLs in tow. Larry's done his homework. Those big bucks are in trouble.
Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by McWhorter Custom Rifles, McMillan Fiberglass Stocks, Swarovski Optic, Hornady Ammunition, and Borden Accuracy.
So it's early September, and 2 days I take off for Kansas. We're going to take our .45 XML. I've shot it extensively at the shop, but I wanted to bring it over here and shoot it a couple more times before I load it up. I'll be leaving morning after next, so we're going to load her up, dial her in, and start off shooting at 400 yards. Make sure she's on. There we go. Got a little bit of right wind. We'll hold about a half-minute right. All right, here we go. That was a good hit and very powerful apparently. So we're gonna dial him up to 500. Take one more shot, and I think that those big Kansas bucks are in trouble. Well, that's just about perfect. I think I hit a left to where I was aiming. 500 yards with a little wind. That's about as good as you get with a muzzleloader. So, ready to go to Kansas. Those big bucks are in trouble. So fall's finally here, and we started off like we always do, in the great state of Kansas. I've hunted Kansas pretty much every year for the last 20 some odd years, and we've killed some mega giants. We're fresh off of 2 great years hunting with Larry, and we killed 2 just outstanding bucks. So this area we've been hunting in Kansas for the last couple of years, in one word, sums it up: flat. It's flat, it's got a few canyons here and there, it's got a few draws, but for the most part, early season, you know, everything's still green, the hedgerows, a lot of deer still staying in those brushy hedgerows, not as much in the big woods as you would hunt in rifle season. So we start out doing scouting and just trying to find one of these big Kansas giants. So Larry's been feeding Ultimate Antler on several spots the whole summer. And so we know we're gonna have some really good horn growth. We just gotta find them. So far we hadn't been able to locate anything but just some good bucks and some good up and comers. So we know the mega giants are here. After all, this is Kansas. All right, opening day. Kansas muzzleloader 2021, September the 13th today. Got up to 96 today, but we're used to that out here in Kansas this time of the year. But cooled off a little bit in the afternoon. We didn't get to hunt this morning. The wind wasn't right, but it's perfect this afternoon. It's picked up quite a bit too. It's blowing about 20 miles an hour out of the south, but that'll allow us to slip into this blind here. We're hunting a little wood lot where we've been feeding, and got some good pictures. We checked the trail cameras a couple days ago, and got some good bucks in here. Hadn't got a picture of a giant yet, but we killed a giant here 2 years ago, so we're hoping that something like that'll show back up today. So here we go, first afternoon in Kansas muzzleloader, 45 XMLs ready to roll. To the left, another buck, better buck, a lot better buck. Well, we have 2 more minutes of legal shooting, 3 more minutes of legal shooting, and we have an incredible camera with a guy that knows how to run it. So if that was a monster, we'd be letting that 45 XML bark. But it is not, and it's only the first day, so we're not going to shoot that buck anyway. He's a 150-inch 4-year-old. He's got a good future.
This segment is brought to you by Borden Accuracy, makers of the most accurate custom hunting actions on the market. Manufactured in the USA to true bench rest tolerances. Borden Accuracy equals success.
Driving north, straight into the eye of the storm here. Hope this gets the deer all wet and gets them on their feet this afternoon, because we need some help. It's been real hot. We need some new faces to show up to. We got a lot of deer on camera. We just don't have the deer we're looking for on camera. So maybe this is what we need, a 10-degree temperature swing, probably 15 degrees with this rain, and then a little cooler front behind it, changing from a south to a north wind late this afternoon. So who knows? There's a bunch of deer where we're going. We just need a new big face. Second day in Kansas. We're in the blind. It's about 3 hours before legal shoot lights out. A little cool weather came through, some rain came through. Had missed this place right here till right now, but as you can hear, we're starting to get some of it. So I'd love for it to rain hard for about 30 minutes, get these deer up on their feet, but we got a lot of deer pictures here. We just don't have a big shooter yet, so we know there's a lot of deer back on this property back behind us, and they know they can eat right here, so it's just a matter of time before something big shows up. So we pretty much hunted hard for the whole week, my cameraman Darren and I. Darren had to go home, we're just coming off a full moon, so I decided with the hot weather and the full moon, I'd give it a quick break. I ran home, took care of a little business, and came back to hunt the last 4 days of the Kansas muzzleloader season. Well, it's Friday the 24th. Got Saturday and Sunday, and I gotta drive home on Sunday, so got today, this afternoon, and tomorrow left in my Kansas early muzzleloader season. So you can come back during rival like we did last year, and but we don't want to do that. So tonight I'm sitting back, same spot I was sitting last night. We saw 6 or 7 bucks last night. One good buck that's a 4-year-old that we gave a pass to. That's probably a 4-year-old pushing 160 type deer. Been a good deer to shoot if he was older, but just we feel good. It's about 84, 85 degrees. The cold front has come and gone. We do have a little north wind turn, so maybe that'll get some stuff up on his feet. So I get in the blind, start seeing a lot of deer very early. The deer come from the wood lot across the dirt road. They get into the field, and it's not long before bigger and bigger and bigger buck shows up, and there he is, my shooter buck.
Precision Hunting TV is also brought to you by Extreme Wildlife Adventures, Hoff Power Auto and Outdoor Stores, Surge Pro by Biofat Crop Care, Ultimate Antler Deer Feed, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, and Mesquite Creek Taxidermy.
It's not long before bigger and bigger and bigger buck shows up, and there he is, my shooter buck. And I just shot a pretty good old mature 10-pointer, I think, on the next to the last day. Big brows, had about a 12-mile-an-hour wind, held about a minute and a half right. He was about 250. All right, here we go. Kansas 2021. Very, very, very nice buck. Camera guy went home a couple days ago, so I'm in a T90 blind, and he came out behind me. We saw this deer yesterday, and we saw a really good 4-year-old triple beam deer that we gave a pass to yesterday. And this buck's mature. He's at least 5.5 years old, and we didn't feel like he was going to get any bigger, and just got one more day to hunt, so we decided we were going to kill this guy. He's a mainframe 5x5. He's probably got a 9-inch brow tine on that side and probably 7 inches on that side. Good 2s, good 3s, long beams, good mass, really big bases. I mean, just a very nice buck. So we love this deer, glad to get him, and there you go. That's what you got. Kansas 2021, 45 XML, EWA outfit, and winning combination. Hello folks, and welcome back to year 4 of McWhorter Custom Rifles Precision Hunting TV. I'm Allan Rovig, the owner of McWhorter Custom Rifles. To my right is Mr. Keith Hall, who is our true precision, long-range hunting and shooting school instructor and former military. To my left is Bobby Keegans, who's one of our master machinists and a PRS champion. So we've listened to a lot of the feedback we've gotten from our viewers and from our social media followers, and this year we're going to try to show you some of the stuff that you asked for. So Keith, what's the scope of some of the stuff you might cover this year?
Well, this year I'm going to go ahead and take some of the key points from the class, everything from zeroing, gathering data, shooting positions in the field, and try to close that gap on what we didn't fill in last year, and just kind of close that information a little bit tighter and make it a little bit better. All this stuff is also going to be, done at our new shooting facility, which was just recently finished,
Right.
which I absolutely love, by the way. But we'll go ahead and let Bobby touch on what he's going to be bringing to the table.
Yeah, so PRS, what kind of topics could we hear from somebody with the extensive PRS background like yourself?
So with my PRS experience, we're going to bring some new shooting tips and techniques that will help you on the range and in your hunting experiences. Things from shooting off a pack, off a tripod, different bags that are available, different ways to set up on different positions, your slings. So we'll be going through a lot of stuff that helps make me successful in PRS competition. Also, we'll discuss some of the components and machining practices that we use here at McWhorter Custom Rifles to build the most accurate hunting rifles in the world. Everything from our barrels to our stocks and our actions. I think it's going to be good information that you'll want us to tune into.
Right, and I have to say, Bobby, like, you know, over 25 years of doing this stuff, both in the military and hunting as well, and like, I've seen a lot of machining. I do have to say that you bring some stuff to the table that I haven't seen before. That is a great addition to the, you know, to the team.
Thanks, Keith.
I know they shoot great on the range. It sure is a whole lot easier testing nowadays than in the old days. So folks, settle back, enjoy the rest of the show, and look forward in the coming downrange segments to things that you mentioned, and we're going to try to cover for you to make you better long-range shooters and hunters.
Precision Hunting TV is also brought to you by McWhorter True Precision Long Range Hunting and Shooting School, Tacticam, Leo Photo USA, Sig Sauer, Trigger Tech, Brux Barrels, and Hawkins Precision. This segment is brought to you by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue.
So on the very last day, now it's Angie's turn, Larry's girlfriend. She's got a 45 XML, and I'm quite confident if one comes out, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Taking Angie Sue on her first deer hunt. We're here in Kansas, early muzzleloader season, and I'm carrying everything except for the gun. About time, about game time here. The sun's about to go down. Got about 45 minutes of daylight left. Temperature's starting to fall. Wind's starting to drop down a little bit. No deer yet, but we're getting close. Getting close. We had 2 good bucks in here yesterday evening, and didn't shoot them, but good bucks. Today, though?
They were pretty good.
Well, I ain't shooting today.
Do you know what time they came in?
It was about 7:30. We got about 21 minutes.
Well, here we are in Kansas, the last day of the muzzleloader season. Been hunting 5 days straight, hard. Got our clients took care of, they gone.
Gone.
And Angie's turn. 5 days, hard hunting. Weather's been tough. Got up to like 95 degrees today, wind blowing about 40. firefighters racing out of town all day today.
Darren.
Darren. And but no, anyway, it has been really tough weather. Today was probably the worst day weather-wise of the entire 2-week season. And anyway, we went this morning, didn't see much, and didn't even think we were gonna even get to hunt this evening.
No.
Kids and
Too many
work
kids.
and everything else. She
Try
done
to-
good too. I mean, we got a freaking 6.5-year-old pig sitting here. She done a good job, hit him perfect. A quarter 45 XML. Done the trick. He went 30 yards. Didn't even get out of the food plot. And here we are.
I was worried.
Yeah.
I was worried I got the wrong one.
You did
Yes.
not. He's
No.
awesome. You done a
No.
great job, baby. I am proud of you.
Super
job.
excited. Yeah.